More fuel for rocketing food prices. The USDA announcing it's downgrading production estimates for key global crops, and that is sending commodities futures soaring.
Now, this is the latest helping of food cost indigestion for consumers, but U.S. farmers are hoping for seconds. And Jay Armstrong, owner and operator of Armstrong Farms in Kansas, says a record year could be ahead for U.S. agriculture. He joins us now. Congratulations. We're so happy when farmers do well because you guys are the salt of the earth. On the other hand, how much of that is a part of the good work that you guys are doing in working more efficiently, and how much is a result of the dropping value of the dollar and maybe some of the mistakes that we're making in terms of monetary policy?
Well, there's a whole combination of things. You know, I've grown up learning how to read fundamentals, and you know, what's being grown, where it's going to be grown, and who's buying what. And frankly, the outside markets, all that I've learned through the years, can kind of be thrown out the door because primarily we have index funds and things like this that when they look at the report that come out yesterday, we kind of have a perfect storm of weather events in the world right now that's bringing about this. You got the La Nina problem in southern Brazil and Argentina that's hurting their crop yields. You have last summer, I think I was on your program, we talked about how Russia and Kazakhstan and Ukraine have embargoed wheat because they want to feed their people, and you've all probably been seeing the rains and the floods that have been occurring in eastern Australia. Well, that's where they grow all the milling quality wheat that picks up the slack while ours is in the field. And frankly, today, if you're an importing nation that needs milling quality wheat, there's only one place to come in the world right now, and that's the U.S.
So do you anticipate, Mr. Armstrong, that these prices continue moving higher and higher? No bumper crops anywhere? Can you think of any soft commodity where we might have a bumper crop?
Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to, and this is the crazy time, because from now until spring planting time, farmers are going to be making decisions, and they're going to be looking at the cost of putting in a particular crop, and they're going to be looking at what they can get for that particular crop, and that is what's going to be what we call inflex now. And the first report that we get from USDA, which I have a feeling is going to be one all the investors are going to be watching, is at the end of March for crop planting intentions. And then the next one will come probably in June. Well, what was really planted? And if in between that time that we have poor planting weathers in a large scale, that is really going to could raise prices. At the same time, that's the positive things. The negative things is if a European nation decides to, the EU decides to let it default, that hurts the demand side, and then it goes down.
You know, Jay, all of these variables you're talking about is exactly the reason why you guys have to always hedge your bets, and that's why you're so deep into derivatives. I'm wondering to what extent the new financial regulations come out of Congress, the Dodd-Frank bill, is affecting your ability to hedge your bets.
Well, the real problem that we have right now from a farmer's point of view, and in its basis, the difference between cash price and the futures price is called convergence. In other words, when I buy my crop insurance, one of the big risk management tools that most all farmers use, you could depend that as you drew closer to your delivery month, that the futures price and the cash price would converge, which is the way it should be and it's always been. But what has happened now in these derivative markets, and I've met with Mr. Gessler, and you know, we can talk about funds all day, which is another topic, but they take one position, they never take a physical control of the commodity, and so that has thrown people like me into a quandary because what the futures market may be saying is not what the cash market is saying.
But you are saying expect things like wheat and soy and corn to just go higher in the future, right?
I would say, yeah, right now I see no reason for it not to go higher unless we see a demand situation. I mean, let's face it, China and India have probably been the two biggest factors that have brought our current commodity prices to where they are, you know, they have a big food inflation problem over there. On top of that, you have certain members of the Fed that are warning we've got a bubble beginning to build here in the Midwest, and it's a commodity bubble or a land bubble, and I don't know how the Fed's going to react to that.
All right, Jay Armstrong, always a pleasure to see you, Jay. Thanks so much for coming in. Owner and operator of Armstrong Farms.